So Sven, get to the point. What's in it for us adults? Well, I think mainly... Hi, welcome to Sven's Bricks. Being an adult, I obviously love the large, extravagant, 1,000-piece sets that LEGO release for us. However, I also look at the more affordable sets to see whether there's anything for us adult collectors. So yesterday I picked up these 3 Marvel mech armors, and in this video I'll be going through the sets in detail to see whether there's anything for us. First, let's get 2 things out the way. Firstly, yes, LEGO make a lot of mechs, but they also make a lot of police stations and fire stations, and the reason simply has to be because they sell well. The images flashing before you right now took me about 45 minutes to collect together from Google last night, and these are really only the mechs from the Ninjago, Marvel and DC ranges over the last 10 years or so. So I'm not here to say that LEGO shouldn't be making mechs, because clearly they sell. Secondly, it makes no sense for Hulk, or Thanos for that matter, to have a mech armor. But these sets are marketed for kids, and since buying them yesterday, my kids have been nagging me non-stop about playing with them, so do you think they care? So now that we've got that out of the way, let's have a closer look at the designs. In general, these are good looking play sets. I really like the 3 shades of the green for the Hulk, I really like the lavender colour for Thanos, and I really like the orange colour for Rocket. Together the colours really pop, but there's one thing that sticks out more than anything amongst the 3, and that's Rocket's skinny, weird little legs and feet. I understand that they were going for a sort of raccoon look to the mech itself, but it really just looks odd. All 3 of them are built with 4 of these limb pieces that were introduced last year, mainly used for the Ninjago dragons, but it's a good piece for younger children, and I think it allows actually for some really good posability. All 3 of them also come with the armor breastplate with a unique printed piece for each set, and both the Rocket mech and the Thanos mech have new finger parts or claws, which I think are an improvement upon the ones previously used in this type of build. I think the proportions for the Hulk mech are really good. He looks muscly and chunky, and his hands are really living up to the Hulk smash name as well. I also think that the arm and the position on the hand on Thanos is perfect, and I think this mech in particular poses really well. The backsides of these 3 mechs aren't particularly interesting, with the exception of Rocket, who has a new colour for this bush piece, which I'll instantly be stealing from my Western mock. But then he also has this nice black collar bit around the back and a couple of sort of jets as well. Hulk is very plain, and the thing that sticks out most on Thanos is that he's really been working out his shoulders. In terms of quality, I think there's one thing here that I'm really pleased to see, and that is the printing. Both on the pieces on the breastplates, but also on the figures themselves, I think the printing looks a bit improved upon what we've seen recently. The white on Rocket's face looks white. I'm also pretty sure that his nose is dual molded, and that's not printing. The thing I wasn't pleased to see, and I've heard others mention this as well, we're starting to see more mold marks from the manufacturing process on the parts. I noticed it in particular on Hulk's legs, but also on these little 1x1 studs, where I think it sticks out especially. So I hope LEGO take note and fix that, because I know it's also happening in the top end sets, and this isn't something unique to the cheaper sets. The figures remind me a little bit of the figures that we got with the Mighty Micros range, with no printing on the legs, but I think that the printing on the torsos and on the face is slightly improved. I especially like the Hulk figure with the printing on his chest and his alternate face. I think this is a new version of the Rocket figure based on the comic books. Looking at the back of the figure though, he really looks naked without a tail. Why on earth didn't they include one? Thanos is probably the least interesting of the 3, but his mech comes with the most interesting part. So Sven, get to the point. What's in it for us adults? Well, I think mainly the figures, especially Rocket and Hulk. The Hulk set in general is the least interesting for us, mainly because I think you'd need to be quite a big Hulk fan in order to want a small version of the Hulk. This is a great way to get Rocket, however. It's by far the cheapest set that he's appeared in. And other Rocket figures on Bricklink go for anything between 3 and 12 euros. So considering you get the whole mech as well, it's not a bad deal. But the thing that I think adult Marvel fans will like the most about these 3 is the Infinity Gauntlet. I think that the Gauntlet has been available before with all 6 stones previously, but only in an advent calendar, which is easily double the price of this set. And before that, you had to buy several larger sets in order to get all of the stones separately. So to get that piece and all of the stones in a set for 15 euros makes me feel like LEGO know what they're doing, but also that they've listened to some of the critique about this. So whether these sets are for you as an adult collector, I think really depends on how much you love Marvel and how much you love the individual characters. It's definitely the cheapest way to pick up Rocket, and it's definitely the cheapest way to pick up the Infinity Gauntlet. As play sets for kids, I think they're a lot better than the Mighty Micros, especially considering that they come with full-size figures and less sort of cartoony, childish printing. So let me know what you think in the comments. Will you be picking up any of these 3? Drop me a like if you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you for the next one. Bye for now.